Someone's not happy with you.
No, he makes a change.
And his name's Perry Groves.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Perry.
All right, Pez.
Hello, you couple of scallywags. How we doing?
I'm all right, matey. How are you?
You know what? I just think sometimes I'm listening to you boys, think, are they doing it to wind people up? And then I'm listening what Jace is saying. Jace, you're talking the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard you talk.
Right? Listen, you messaged me earlier, right? You messaged me earlier, right? You weren't happy.
I've sent you a picture of still of Hanko. He's right foot going on to Eze's right foot.
Pez, you don't touch him. You don't touch him, mate.
Jace, you need. Have you been to Specsavers?
Pez, he don't touch him.
Cataracts doing?
No, he tickles
100%,
him. Tickles him at best.
100%, right? Yeah. He puts his foot on Ez's foot.
No, he doesn't.
And then there's contact.
No,
VAR
firstly, you're lying to yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm actually a balanced goonie. Not talking to Martin Cohen now. Do you know what I mean? With the red tinted specs on. I'm balanced. The first penalty on against Ben White is harsh, but in the Champions League, it's going to be given. It comes off his shin, goes onto his hand, right? So you go, all right, that's going to be given. What you're talking about with the Eze penalty, Adrian Durham isn't a massive Duna fan.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Even he thinks that we're robbed.
Yeah, no, you're not robbed, mate.
That's when you know it's a penalty. If Adrian Durham and Jamie O'Hara are saying it's a penalty.
Pez, he knows what he's doing, right? He gets there first, no doubt about that. There is no way. No, there is no way. It's a brilliant dive. That's what it is.
It's not a dive.
It's a brilliant dive.
There's contact.
Brilliant dive.
What you do.
No, the left leg comes round. He makes sure he initiates it. He's got done.
He hasn't got done.
He got caught. He got caught diving.
So you boys, right, ex-players, so you think that that's what VAR has been put in there for? If they have to look at it 13 times...
I'm on your time. I'm on your side on this one, mate. I'm on Arsenal's side on this one.
That's my point, Jay, right? We all know that you're massive Spurs. If you're saying it's a penalty, that means it's now gone.
Look, Perry, I think it's soft, right? I think it's soft, but the contact is there.
No, there's not.
No, Jay,
honestly, have a look at it again.
I've watched
it. His foot plants it next to
you need laser treatment.
It's a brilliant dive.
Boys, listen, Perry, you'll agree with me on this. The referee is right in front of it. He's got an amazing view of it, right?
It's a brilliant dive.
No. He gets contact, right? He gets there first. He fizzes it in. He gets there first, Eze. He knows what he's doing. He's waiting for the contact. He gets the contact. He goes down. Right? Whether you like it or not, it is a penalty. No. There is no way in any world that VAR can overrule the referee in that.
VAR is there.
Do you know what, Jamie? Right, I agree with you 100%. Right, that's what forwards do. But the referee, Danny Macchiaelli, he's got to be brave enough when he goes to the screen because he's gut feeling when he's refereeing it in real time. He thinks that's a penalty.
Yeah.
When he goes and looks at it and they show you the angle from the front view where you see the contact, he should just go, no, sorry, it's a penalty.
I think he still thinks it's a pen.
No, he doesn't.
He's bottled it.
I think he does.
No, he hasn't bottled it.
I think he still thinks it. He looked at it 13 times.
No, there's a reason they sent him over to the VAR. Once he sends him over, he's had enough looks at it. That's why VAR is there, Perry, to right the wrongs. No,
it's not CSI Madrid. That's what it's turned into. Forensically going into those penalty situations. That's not what VAR is. It a horrendous decision from the referee?
I think
is it horrendous?
I think the referee's got it wrong.
No, is it? You haven't asked my question. Is it a horrendous decision from the referee?
I think his referee's got it wrong.
You haven't answered my question.
No, I think he's got
horrendous.
No, I tell you why. It's a brilliant dive from Eze.
Is it horrendous?
It's a brilliant dive from Eze. And the problem is not. No.
Yes
I can see why the referee's given it because it's a brilliant dive. But then when you look at it, he's dived. There is no.
I'm not being funny. Am I on the line to Keir Starmer? You're not answering my question.
No, I'm answering the question.
Is it Keir? Keir.
No.
Answer the question.
It's the wrong.
Is it horrendous?
It's the wrong decision.
No, is it a horrendous decision?
No, because here's what you want me to say.
Sir Keir, make a decision.
But because the dive is so good,
it's not a dive.
All right, okay. All right.
It's not a dive.
Okay, I can't talk to you anymore, Pez.
You're not answering the question, Sir Keir.
Perry, there is no way Perry Groves is going down those little shorts back in the late 80s. There's no way.
You having a laugh? I'd have been rolling off the pitch. 100% it's a penalty.
It's not. I don't know what you're going to seeing. It's not a pen.
Sir Keir Starmer, I've just talked to Sir Keir Starmer.
It's not.
Can't say yes or no.
No. I'm not. All I'm saying is that's why VAR is there to right the wrongs, and they're righting the wrong.
It's not. VAR there is not to dissect stuff.
Well, in my opinion, it's not a penalty. It's a brilliant dive. He conned the referee. He conned the referee. He conned the referee, and the referee realised that.
Contact.
No, but listen, the referee's realised he's been conned, and then he's had the tools to make sure he comes to the right decision.
Jace, you're being very serious. I've just said to you, Adrian Durham, right? Yeah. Who's not a gooner. Yeah. Jamie O'Hara, who's not a gooner.
Yeah. I'm not a gooner either.
Are saying
I'm not a gooner. I'm not a gooner. Where do I fit into this equation?
Well, you're Sir Keir Starmer. You're a politician. You ain't answering the question.
I have answered the question. Ask the question again.
Was it a horrendous decision by the referee?
It was a brilliant dive. And what?
Yes or no?
Perry.
Yes or no?
No. It's a brilliant dive, and therefore I see why he gave the pen.
You're still not answering the question.
I can see why.
This is like Prime Minister's question time.
Listen,
seriously.
I mean, it's better, to be honest. Perry, look, while I've got you, what did you make of the actual performance?
First half, I thought we were just about the better side. I thought we had decent control. I thought Gyökeres looked decent up front, and getting in and getting his penalty, which he did really well and took it really well. Second half, they came out and there was a bit more intensity. Like their movement with Griezmann and Alvarez is really good. Do you know what I mean? Because they come in like the deeper positions, and we went a little bit passive for that 20-25 minutes. And what you have to do is try and get through it without conceding. Then obviously we conceded. Lookman, as Jay said, missed a couple of chances at the crossbar. But then when Arteta made his substitutions, when Eze come on and Saka come on and then we got a little bit more control back. And we were a bit more of a threat going forward. Mosquera had a great chance. You wanted that the other way round. You wanted Mosquera passing to Eze, do you know what I mean? So he gets his shot away. But if you'd have said to me before the game, it'll be 1-1, I'd have snapped your hands off because you're going back to Emirates, it's in our hands. And comparing today's game to last night's game, there was no tactics. There was nothing. It was like you attack, we attack, you attack, we attack. Tonight's game was more tactical. And it ain't going to be easy. You two guys seem to think that we're through. Trust me, if Atletico Madrid can go to Barcelona and win 2-0, they can get a result at the Emirates. So I don't think it's going to be as much of a given what you two think. Because Goonies ain't going to think that anyway.
Yeah, I just think Arsenal at the Emirates, defensively too solid. I can't see a world in which Arsenal don't go through. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I just can't see a world in which Arsenal don't go through. They're just too good structurally.
The difference will be Eze and Saka will play. As long as they don't get injured against Fulham, that'll be the difference. There'll be more of a threat going forward. And Eze is just starting to get into the form. When you see the Palace player where he's playing a bit freer, he looks like he's playing a bit freer now, with his balance and his poise, whatever. But I've said before, these Arsenal players now are 6 games away from immortality. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They're 6 games away from this stage of their careers. This is where they want to. I loved Declan Rice. You two boys said about Declan Rice how brilliant he was. Did you see him before the game when they was playing the Champions League music and they, go when they're lining up? His face, he was looking around and smiling and thinking, this is where I want to be.
He's a big man for the big occasion. He stands up.
He's a beast. He stands up. He is an Arsenal captain. He is. He's top drawer. He should be the captain next season, in my opinion. Perry, listen, mate. Thanks for coming
cheers, bud.
He was fuming.
Do you still love me or not? No?
Turn up.
Do you love me or not? No?
Hugs, big hugs.